What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know what? I have to agree with Game Time Brian, that I am a effing idiot. And I don't know why I fall for this. You know, I was sitting here like, oh, this game's over. This game's over. When it was, the Lions were literally kicking ass, and they were up by 2 scores, and they were moving the ball like crazy. I'm like, this thing's over. Because it looked like the San Francisco 49ers had no life. And see, here's where I am so stupid. Because I have seen the biggest meltdown in the Super Bowl of all time. I was there watching the Atlanta Falcons that were kicking ass against New England and feeling the crowd all in it for Atlanta. I didn't have a dog in the fight. That first half, the Atlanta Falcon fans, but you could literally feel the energy getting sucked out of the Atlanta Falcons and going to the New England Patriots, because when all they had to do was run the football and get a couple yards, kick a field goal, there's not enough time for Tom Brady, they pass, he gets sacked, they get kicked out of field goal range, New England gets the ball, goes down, and they end up winning the game. I saw that. I believe it was a 28-3. Why did I think that the Lions, and the Lions that have been the bad luck franchise since Bobby Lane put the curse on them, why did I think that this was going to be different? I don't know. I don't honestly know. And that's where I believe that, here it is, the Niner gang. We're not going to hear from the bang, bang Niner gang. Well, I know we're going to be hearing bang, bang, bang all the time, okay? Congratulations, 49ers, for taking the gift that was given to you, because you guys know that they were kicking your teeth in. They were. Interesting thing, at least, today, and I'm trying to figure out, do I feel worse that my team didn't show up from the beginning of the game and got blown out? Or would I feel worse if we had had a lead and seeming the game in hand and we're doing everything to stop the team and then have an epic collapse? I'm not sure. I feel bad that we got kicked out of the playoffs, and I guess Detroit feels bad too. I'm just wondering, would I feel worse if we actually had a taste of actually being in the lead and then we let up and we screwed up? And I'm not going to even blame the the players. You got to put that squarely on the coach. That coach screwed the pooch. But here's what's evident to me as I watched these games. People still, keep wanting to say it's just Dak. It's not just that, guys. The things that are in common with all of these teams that went further than us, they may not have an elite running back, but they have great running attacks. They can run the damn football. They do. In that first half, the Detroit Lions offensive line was really good. They stymied San Francisco. If the Lions receivers stop dropping so many passes, if Jared Goff, doesn't overthrow a couple of touchdowns, if the guy had intercepted the ball that literally hit him in the face mask, I know if cans and butts were nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. The way they were able to run the football and control the line of scrimmage, they had that game. But once they missed that 4th down, the momentum shifted to San Francisco and gave them hope, and the whole game changed. It just changed. But running attack, stout offensive line, great tight ends. Now, I hope that Jake Ferguson is going to be my lights-out tight end. I hope he is. He's headed in that direction. But you see that the Kelseys, the Kittles, those guys, the Mark Andrews and things, the teams that are playing, Laporta, they've all got guys that are tight ends that can make plays. The other part of it is, and as much as people want to give, Fred Warner all the credit, he's got a lot of great people around him on that defense. You can't look and compare the personnel that we have on our defense and compare it to what San Francisco has. You just can't. And these are things as Cowboy fans we have to look at and say, we must do better and improve if we're going to be able to compete in those places. Now, people will go through and say, well, you beat the Lions. Well, yes, we did. You can beat, on any given Sunday, you can win or lose, but you're not going to do it consistently. And when you look at us playing good teams, we have a hard time. I mean, we did beat the Eagles, but they were free-falling. We beat the Lions, but you had Dan Campbell do stupid shit. You know, we beat Seattle, but they weren't a playoff team. And the rest of the victories we had were guys that stink. I mean, you can't look at Washington and the Giants and teams like that and say those are quality wins. I love the Cowboys. I don't like to cuss them out and be mad about them. I want to see them in the NFC Championship games and Super Bowls. And everybody keeps wasting all the time. Well, what could we get for Dak Prescott if we trade him? Maybe we should make him play out on his contract. Listen, your quarterback play is not the problem. You can't look and say that Brock Purdy played elite today and was a game changer. You looked at what Lamar Jackson did today. He wasn't great. The only one that you look at that was really just incredible and the top of the mountain is Pat Mahomes, but it wasn't just Pat Mahomes. You have to understand that you have to give as much credit to Pat Mahomes' defense as you did to their offense. They only gave up 10 points. They ended up getting that interception in the end zone. If they make that touchdown pass, that game right there is tied. If they don't stop the fumble on the 1 yard line, it's a tie. If Lamar Jackson doesn't get that fumble on the 20-yard line, you don't get that 7 points. And that's what I'm talking about, a complete team. And the thing I'll have to give to the 49ers is when they started getting down, you didn't see their body language like you saw with CeeDee Lamb when he missed 2 catches, where he literally checked out like this game is over. They kept fighting. They didn't give up. I don't know the reason why my team doesn't succeed when it's in the playoffs. I don't know why they falter, but they just don't seem to have the energy that these people do. I don't know if that's the mentality of we them boys and they just believe that we're so great that everybody's supposed to bow down and that the Green Bay Packers were, you know, the Christians for the Lions and that we were just deemed, or maybe they had the script and thought the script said that you were just going to win. I don't know what it was, but I don't see any urgency and any hunger in that Dallas Cowboys team when they hit the playoffs like the other teams. I just don't. And until we do, and until we address our linebacker position, where we have to understand when it comes to playoffs, they're going to run down your throat, and you can't use a safety for a linebacker. And you have to understand that you can't be one-dimensional and just put it all on the quarterback to pass you into a playoff victory, that you've got to be balanced and run the football, and that your offensive line has to give your quarterback time and your receivers have to catch the football. Just look at what's around you, people, and see what it's all about. All right, good people. I got to go pack. Today's my anniversary, and we're going to be celebrating it the next couple of days. We're going on a road trip, and we're leaving in the morning early to go down to Myrtle Beach for a few days. And we still will have our live stream tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, and so on. But I need to get my stuff packed for the trip. I'm an idiot. I believed. But at least the Lions covered the points, so I didn't lose any money. So remember, good people, football is unpredictable. It's crazy. And just when you think you figured it out, you ain't figured it out jack. Remember, tell the people you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you all tomorrow.